Good morning, traders, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So we had a massive move down with the coronavirus. I think the DAX finished 2.7% down, which is a massive day. And there was also some negative data that came out of Germany as well, which added fuel to the fire. So, yeah, I suppose I think the key thing here is we've kind of broken through the range, and I think I haven't worked it out yet, but I have a feeling that we are fairly close to the range break targets. Okay, not that close, but we are there. Okay, so essentially, bottom of the bigger range that's been there for the last 2 months now. So you can see we have this sort of piercing pattern here. So in other words, body opened up there and closed halfway down the previous bar, but then that was mitigated by this jump up over the all-time high. But at this stage, that is an indecision bar, which could bode pretty well for the bears. So in other words, you'd expect a much deeper pullback. So that would be brewing. But because we're on the intraday, I'm skeptical of that because of all the support here. You can see there's so much support here. Every one of these tails on the daily is support. And if you move across to the 3 or 4 hour, you'll see a similar picture. You'll see lots of support on lots of different tails. So, and you can see exactly where we are at the moment. So I would expect some support to be found in this area. I don't see us flying through this as quickly as what we've been moving. So you can see massive bar, and then the buyers started stepping in just before the areas of support. But what's conspiring at the moment, as you can see, is we did end up with a close on our low. But what's concerning me here on the 4 hour or 3 hour is look at the oscillators. Okay, look at the deviation from the moving averages. Look how the moving averages are spreading out like that. Okay, we are coming up to an area of support, so I'd be a little bit cautious. 4 hour working out the same way, and the 1 hour we have a proper grouping of the oscillators at the downside, no deviation on the moving averages. That's fine. But what we do have is we do have some buyers that were stepping in, and then the sellers came in at the close. So for me at the moment, I think we need to wait for some structure. This has been a massive move. It's a 2-day move. So we need to wait for a little bit of structure here to see what's going to transpire. Now, on the 12 minutes, you can see we have broken through the fractals to the downside. We are below the moving averages. So trend is down. So you should be looking for shorts. The DAX futures at the moment is up 13,225. 13,225, pretty much on this level here. Still to the downside. But I would be skeptical of chasing shorts here. I'd want to chase shorts from a better position, so higher up. And I'd definitely be tempted for some form of a long. But it's not going to be for any massive target. It's really going to be looking for the last breakout. And this breakout here of 13,380 is an attractive target for me right now. So that's why I get onto the Ichimoku, because that's going to tell us anything different. So you can see we've had a bullish crossover, but that's about it. Everything else is bearish on the 12 minute. Nothing else there. Half hour, flat Houston, flat Dickinson, we are ranging. Everything is bearish. Oscillators indicating we need to be looking for a level. We are at a level. So I'll be skeptical chasing shorts again. And here you can see deviation from Houston, Dickinson. So I would expect some kind of a reversal happening, and breakouts would be first target, and pretty close to Kijinson as well. So that would be my first target. Okay, and that itself is a reasonably good trade because that would be 170 points for around 30-point risk roughly, depending where we open and what happens. So I'm really going to be watching this market. So now we focus on 4 hour. Okay, but I do expect a retest of the break, and we haven't retested the break of Kijinson. So flat means range, so we could be just in a much bigger range. Okay, nothing really to bearish, and bearish. Normally chase the shorts down here, back up at this retest, and then chase the shorts. Okay, so for me at the moment, there's probably a long scalp that is on offer. Okay, looking at the daily, trend is still up. We are above the cloud. Look at the size of the cloud. This is how much support is to the left. Kijinson and Ichimoku are in a bullish manner, although coming back, Tikinson's coming back, may be coming back for a cross. But this bar here could also be seen as an exhaustion bar. And if you look at the history, you get massive green and massive red bars that have really been followed through. Okay, so putting that all together, so I just want to check the weekly here as well. If you look at the monthly, everything is bullish, and you would expect to have an equal pullback. I think with artificial intelligence coming into our game, we've got to be the long-term trades, because the high-frequency traders seem to be driving the market at the moment. Okay, so ideally I want to look for structure. Okay, so we are at zoom in a bit. And let's get levels off the 4 hour. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for a 4 hour fractal. Okay. So there's 4 hour fractal. So there, and I'm only going to put 2 in. Well, let's put 3 in. I'll take this one as well. Okay. So you can see there are my fractals there. There's one. There's one there. Another one. There's one. Okay. And look to the left, you can see all the support here on the 4 hour. Okay. So those are my 3 levels. So what I'm looking for is 13196 to hold. If that fails, I'll be looking for 13167 to hold. If that fails, then I would expect 13148 to hold. So those are the 3 that I would expect to hold. Now that is 56 points in total. So that's still a reasonably good opportunity. I do suspect though that we are going to go sideways, probably sideways to down, until we find some support. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm waiting for support. As soon as we see support, we'll look at the structure, we'll take the long. It's going to be a long scalp, and the long scalp is going to be pretty much back to the previous breakout. Okay, so let's come back to the hour here. So we're going to come back to 13367. So what I would expect is move up, and it's not going to go in a straight line. It'll move up, come down, move up, come down, and then slowly, gradually round like this before hitting this target. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. When we're back a little bit higher up, I will definitely be looking to go with the current trend, which is down. But that may be short-lived. But anyway, that's kind of my take on this at the moment. Not looking to chase shorts down here, rather looking for some structure to see if there's a bit of a pullback. ride that pullback as as a long scalp, and then get out of it, wait for structure again, and then look for the short to the downside again. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to hold anything that long, and looking for any fractional level as my target, and possibly even working with the 12 minutes, rather than looking at any longer time frame. Okay. Excuse me. So, anyway, that's it from that. Have a good time, and I'll catch you later.